He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Washington Huskies offense will have the football first. This wide receiver matchup is nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open,
turning it on! And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
I'm a big believer in taking shots early in the game and being aggressive and showing my team I got confidence in them. Let's go make plays. First drive, already taking shots down the field. Nice job, nice pitch, nice catch.
Looking to throw on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Leaves it with the back. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's West. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Trying to impose their will with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Touchdown, Washington! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculate it down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Tennessee's offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love them.
And the ball's moving quickly to the line.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other side. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
Fires to the right. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Unleashes it on the run. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught.
Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Volunteers have this offense rolling. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Makes the grab. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. From the gun, the running back has it. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. And the Huskies come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Surging forward on the sneak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. Punt is on its way. 3 tight ends in the formation on first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pressure coming. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
I don't bring more speed on the field if I don't think it's a pass, right? If I think they're going to line up and hit me in the mouth, I'm going to bring more big guys. They brought more speed on the field. They went nickel. They knew it was a passing situation. They told those pass rushers to hunt, those DBs to cover. The defense was ready for that.
And the Volunteers will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Catch in the middle, it's gone. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Jamison. Quick spin on the ride. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And how about this guy upholding that linebacker tradition of a Shaq Thompson or a Mason Foster?
And you think about those guys that can do a little bit of everything. They can play the run and be physical, but they have the athletic ability to play in coverage. Just versatile defenders.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point, they know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
And the Vols will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Good timing on the quick out. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man quickly. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Look out, he's got room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. And the Huskies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
All right, interesting decision for you now. How confident are you in your offense? You got a big 4th down. It is early in the game. Do you feel like your guys can go out and generate a touchdown, or do you want to play it safe and kick the field goal?
And here comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Notre Dame is running. They're up 14 over Illinois. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Wants to throw on 1st down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Finds the tight end.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
Man, what great discipline by this defense. They didn't sit on the route short. They take a shot down the field on 3rd and short. Questionable shot, probably. Nice job being disciplined and getting the interception.
Yeah, and just because you have the shot play called on 3rd down like that as a quarterback, that doesn't give you the freedom to just throw it down there if he's not open. I think that time he forced it into traffic, and that's why it got picked off.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He'll keep it himself. There he goes! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. Quickly to the tight end. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll go to the ground. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Working that left side now. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. To the air on first down. Quick strike complete.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking to go up top and times running out in the half. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. It's caught. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. From the gun. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Touchdown, Washington. Fit it in the window for the score.
Now, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's head back to the gorgeous Pacific Northwest and the fellas at UW.
Washington ready to kick off to start this 2nd half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, the defense knew coming into the 2nd half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on 3rd down.
got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On the move, it's Jamison. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Third and long. He's going to have to throw for it. Grab near the sticks. It's Pryor. Building momentum, picking up a chunk.
Like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. You want your defenders to be physical in pass coverage, but they can't be overly aggressive. They can't grab and hold. That's an obvious PI call. This time it's complete.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow-developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Trying to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. The short hands, it's West. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Huskies come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll throw on third down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Oh, better look out. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving. You give them a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him. A really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Grabbed in the middle. It's West. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Pass to sticks and still on his feet. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Might as well give it to him again. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job
turning it on. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Takes the easy completion. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Huskies line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Dahl. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They played keep away with the football, but if this defense can make one more stop on 3rd and goal, they might force a field goal attempt. Trying to find the end zone. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
What a great job using his speed to get to the quarterback. This linebacker would have started for those great Purple Rain defenses in the 80s under the legendary Washington Husky coach Don James. He would have loved to blitz this dude. So athletic from the linebacker position.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Hunt is on its way. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. He'll start this drive firing. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Out of the gun, the inside give. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Let's see if he can help the... And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Fires to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Now the chance for perhaps the most rewarding 1-yard drive in the history of football. A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Huskies! And the stomping has commenced.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. And talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scared.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. UMass needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there and Amherst behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Buffalo. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Volunteers will try to pin them back with the punt. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. To the ground with the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here comes the heat. Finds his tight end. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Johns. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. To the air on 2nd down. Got his man. And right in the middle tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. This time they'll go to the running game. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He wants it all. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there and they're still battling and they're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the fourth quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual effort on that interception.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Jamison. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Pryor. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. Got his man on the right. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Volunteers look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Took care of it himself.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
They're looking for space to run behind the left tackle. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. He had this drive going, but they face a 2nd and 15. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. The Vols are facing 3rd and inches. He'll keep it on the sneak. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. It's a fumble. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. He's got it. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Vols! These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onsides every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team. but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Punch it out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. The give to the back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Number 12, on to kick it away.
And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.